I'm back here at Sanford Dam. You can see it behind me. So a lot of work that's been going on here. See a lot of the concrete work. A lot of these piers have been poured. Far one was poured last week. Number 5 was today. And then you'll see that last one there. Still waiting to be poured. A little bit of rebar sticking up yet. And then the sister wall along the Powerhouse is waiting to be poured as well. Kind of interesting, you can actually see the stainless up top here on the front side of that pier. Above that concrete, that's where flood stage, where normal water level is going to be up here. So you know when trees or something, ice during the winter is coming through here, will protect those piers a little bit more so it's not chipping away at that concrete. Actually have a nice protective barrier of stainless up there. See the live camera up here? Been able to see a lot of this work happening from that 24/7, so if you want to check that out, make sure you go check out my live cameras in the description down below. Let's head on over to that side now though. We'll check out the low level outlet. I'll be throwing my drone up in the air. We'll be getting a little bit of that aerial view. But first off, low level outlet, and then we'll check out the front side of the dam. And then today I'm going to be heading up to Forest Lake. Just not sure if that video is going to come out before this one or not, but a lot of work happening up there at the Forest Lake Dam as well. So it's going to be a busy day. Let's get to it. I'm flying up to the dam with the drone. This is facing towards the south direction, so Sanford Village is going to be there in the background as well as the Sanford Park. Kind of gaining a little bit of altitude, see the Powerhouse, can see a lot of the piers and all the work going on here. Also the giant red crane. I did get some close-up views that you'll be able to see a little bit later on in the video from that crane. Looks like they actually have 3 on site here at this time. This one right in the middle of the screen, one in the top left, and the giant red one in the top right. And there's a concrete pumper, orange, over on the other side. Looks like they were going ahead and lifting a form in place with this crane right here behind the dam. And a lot more of those forms in place on a couple more of the piers. At the time of me filming this voiceover, all of the concrete work has been done on these piers now. Low level outlet is looking like it's in some really good shape. Also, those walls on that side where the rebar you can see in this view has been poured now. And over in the top right, that laydown yard, you'll see a little bit later on when we talk about that, that has also been poured full of concrete. Hopefully in the coming weeks, months, I'll be able to get some close-up views inside this low-level outlet. I'd like to understand how that works a little bit more, how the internals of this work a little bit more. Now over here in front of the low-level outlet, you can see just a lot more of that concrete work going on. So right now they're pouring the B3 steps on the opposite side, the front side. We'll be going over there and checking that out shortly. See a lot of the forms in place. So still have to pour this pier here. Low level outlet, really interesting. Hopefully the next time I'm out here we'll be able to get a little bit closer look at the interiors of that. The thimbles are already installed on there. The gates are not yet installed down there, but you can see where the water is going to pass down here at this lower elevation than the actual spillways will be. Quite a bit more concrete work. You can see all the rebar here on each side that needs to be poured. That sister wall over there will be poured before this pier here though. And then over there, just a laydown yard. See all that rebar being staged there a little bit closer that they're able to fly that in. And then after they're done using that as a laydown yard, they'll cover that up and that can be used as a crane pad. Again, just a ton of work going on here. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and leave any questions and comments you have down below. We'll start gaining some altitude here behind this low level outlet. Be able to see what things look like all the way up from 400 feet in altitude. You can see that concrete pumper, as I mentioned, over there on the left hand side of the screen. In Sanford Park back there in the background. We'll also do a quick flyover over Sanford Park so you guys can see how that has been progressing and how nice and lush and green it looks in this view. And over on the right hand side you can see the water passing through the lower elevation of the window that's cut out of the sheet pile, with the Tittabawassee River flowing through and underneath the temporary bridge, that lift bridge. Here's the view that I told you guys would be a little bit later on in this video of this giant crane. Not sure how many tons it lifts, but it's definitely quite tall. It kind of reminds me of the work going on down there in Starbase, Texas, where Elon Musk, SpaceX, is making the giant starships, super heavy vehicle. It was pretty cool to see that a couple weeks ago come back and land and be caught actually by the chopsticks from the tower. Back here we can see this lift bridge though, old Bailey Bridge type style, in the water, the Tittabawassee River flowing underneath that. You can see that that is still able to be lifted in the springtime if needed, and all of this riprap in place has stopped a lot of erosion happening through this area. And here's this window, as I mentioned previously, cut out in the sheet pile for the water to pass through. If the water did get enough flow going through there, it would overtop a little bit more of that sheet pile on the sides. But look out here at the Sanford lake bed, looking pretty nice, lush and green. Again, this video was filmed a couple weeks ago, so we are now in fall here in Michigan. So a lot of the leaves have left our trees, but pretty cool seeing all of what the vegetation growing out here. It looks like there's still quite a few cottonwood trees. We'll drop down a little bit lower in elevation and see if we can see what else is growing out here. I see some goldenrod. Looks like a couple phragmites actually growing out there. But most of the trees I'm seeing are cottonwoods. This was brush hogged, I think, last fall. So these are not very tall, but another couple years, they will start growing at a pretty rapid pace again, and will need to be chopped down. Looks like there's a couple willow trees in this view too, bottom left corner. On the other side of the dam now, over here on the front side, you can see they're pouring a step right there in Bay 3. So you see some of that concrete coming in from the pumper truck. It's like step 4, or Bay 4 still needs to be poured. And then you can see maybe the rebar sticking out above those steps yet. So there needs to be another step poured on top of those, and that'll be the final one. There'll be some concrete poured between here where this sheet pile is right now. That'll be the sill, so that still needs to be poured. And then there'll be more concrete poured right now where all that lay down yard is. A lot of work happening here as usual. See everything going on. The old Powerhouse up there. Looks like they cut out some of that brick. Gonna be putting a lot of windows in there. A lot of work as always. All right, let's go ahead now. Let's go fly that drone. See what we can see from the air. Drone is in front of the dam, facing towards the north, up the Tittabawassee River now. We'll get some close-up views. As always, when I'm out here flying on site though, you gotta watch where the cranes are, watch where the cables are. That would probably be the most detrimental thing to the drone, is to fly into that. So I'm always being very cautious and aware where I'm flying. You can see it looks like they were getting some of this foam ready to form up the piers in one of the other bays. Maybe it was that Pier 5 in the Bay 5 there. Also some of that rebar being tied in on the right hand side that will also be used inside of that form. And right in the middle of the screen you can see that concrete that was brought in by the pumper truck to pump in that step in Bay 3. So it looks like over on the left hand side, Bay 4 still needed that step to be formed. Looks like Bay 2 was just recently poured since it still has the tarp on it. And that rebar sticking out the top between the bays yet is waiting for the last and the final step to be poured up on top of those. Sill down in the bottom of the screen, you can see that rebar there. That has been poured if you check out the live camera. And we'll come over here, we'll check out the low level outlet a little bit closer. This just really intrigues me since it's not really anything we can see the internals of, like I said. So I'd like to be able to see that. So I tried to use the drone to get a little bit better view of, you know, what's going on, how this actually works. Again, watching for that crane cable over on the left hand side, but a lot of rebar sticking out here for some concrete pours that still needed to be put in here. So we'll come right over the top of this. Check out all those forms. There's a lot of concrete work happening here. And we'll come right over the top of that low level outlet. Not that you can really see much down there in the very bottom, kind of just a deep dark hole. And then keep coming over here to the back side. Again, you can see those forms that are in place holding that concrete that had been recently poured here on the low level outlet. We'll start gaining some altitude, a little bit higher again now. If anyone is interested in the equipment that I use to capture these videos and edit them, make sure you check out the description down below. I have links to Amazon, and actually if you go ahead and click those links, it will take you over to Amazon so you can see the price of those items. And if you purchase anything from Amazon within 24 hours of clicking that link, it doesn't even have to be the thing that I'm actually linked to. They do give me a small portion of the proceeds, like a little bit of a kickback from that. So it does help out the channel if you do that. Also, I still have the links in the description down below for a coffee if you want to send me or buy me a drink or a tank of gas, or if you want to send me any money through PayPal, make donations through there, as well as be a Patreon supporter. And your contributions definitely do help this channel keep running. They keep the live cameras running. I know there's a lot of people that love tuning into those and seeing what's happening in and day out, from even some things from the M30 bridge that went in place up there by Strikers Marina by the Tobacco River Dam. So definitely am glad that I have those live cameras out there. Pretty cool view, and also love seeing this view of the top of the crane over the top of the Sanford lake bed. Again, one more time, we'll come up here real close behind the low level outlet. Rebar being tied in over there on the left hand side in that lay down yard that has now been converted into a crane pad where they poured some concrete there. But we'll just do a quick flyover over the top of this low level outlet one more time, and then we'll head on over to the Sanford Park area, and you guys will be able to see what has been going on there and all the attractions there. So you can see all the baseball fields, everything looking nice and green. I'm sure in the springtime we'll be seeing a ton of baseball players, little league, t-ball, all ages out here using these fields again. They have a nice batting cage in the bottom side, a nice playground up in the top right hand side, nice basketball court, a really nice pavilion, covered area here. And then on the other side of that, there's also some horseshoe pits. So definitely a nice improvement here in the village of Sanford. And they even do have a little community garden in this area over there on the right hand side by the road. Definitely check that out a couple times this year. It was really cool, and I really appreciate whoever makes that possible. Here's a quick shot of one of those stainless protective pier that they put in front of the piers. You can see how they get fastened into the concrete. They almost look like bolts on the end, but they're not threaded. Quick shot of that sitting up here in the laydown yard. You kind of see how that gets attached into the concrete. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.